What's up, baby club? It's your girl, Aluna Vane, and I know that it's been a while, so before we begin, there's something that I need to get off my chest. It's these nasty ass bandages because I got new titties. But now I'm back and with a little something extra to boot. Or should I say, to boob? No, I should not say that. I shouldn't say that. As of today, it has been 9 full days, a little bit more than a week, since I was the proud recipient of a bilateral breast augmentation with silicone gel implants. So, why did I do this? To treat gender dysphoria, of course. I mean, at least if you ask my surgeon, that's what he'll tell you. It's really just because boobs, lol. I mean, come on, breasts are fun, right? Everybody likes a good old pair of knockers, big old fun bags. Some of these nicknames are really dated. But I mean, really though, like, what activity is not improved by having a pair of breasts around? Like, everybody loves these things, like fighting off zombies, playing a sick guitar riff, the pair of breasts. I mean, doing spy shit and squeezing through the air ducts. That would not be better with breasts. That one would be easier without breasts. But for the other two, so much cooler, hands down. And I suppose, like, alleviating dysphoria helps too, or whatever. But it is interesting pondering the nature of my chest dysphoria because I didn't really hate what I had before. I mean, it was smaller, it was a lesser amount of breast. They were just little guys, little baby mosquito bites, but I mean, they were still mine, you know, still attached to my body, and for the most part, I was kind of satisfied with them. No, I mean, given there were times when looking at my chest, the appearance was a bit masculine for my liking. The broadness, the width of my chest was a bit much, but it wasn't anything that I couldn't live with. It just looked like I had killer pecs or maybe little tits. Like I never skipped chest day, but also like titty. It was in between. It was nice. It was fine. So this all being said, I felt like my dysphoria alone was not enough to justify the operation. Like I needed some other reason to explain, I guess to myself and others, why I was getting breast augmentation. So that does raise the question, if the operation wasn't for me, then who was it for? I mean, there's definitely a part of me that had this operation done to affect the way that others perceive me. Because, I mean, being perceived at all is terrible. So if I could lessen that burden in any way, that would be great. More importantly, because breasts are recognized as a universally feminine characteristic. And so I figure by getting this done, I'm sending a strong signal to anyone that I meet saying, hey, I'm a girl. And then I know if they misgender me at any point, that it is willful and malicious, at which point I will, of course, report them to the gender police, and they will be slapped with a $5,000 felony charge. Thank you, President Biden. Is that weird, though, to have a surgery done to affect the way that others perceive you? Because I know that's like a very normal thing in the trans community, but to me it feels weird. It feels like we should be doing them for more poetic, romantic, individualistic reasons, to like achieve our higher self, instead of to be like, yeah, lol, I want my friends to see me with a killer rack, haha. But like, I mean, yeah. Anyways, I felt like I just sat down for a self-therapy session. There should be an important function to this video. I feel like I should talk about the thing. I've been talking about myself a lot, sorry. So, I am 9 days post-operation from a bilateral breast augmentation with silicone gel implants. what the heck does that mean? Specifically, what I had done is 2 silicone gel implants, each of them being 345 cc's, were inserted subpectorally into my breasts. I think this is like the industry standard now, but maybe not, I don't know. This is just what I had done. So the implants went under my pectoral muscles. I think this creates like a more natural appearance. And that, I mean, it makes sense to me. If I were gonna cut open a pair of titties, that's probably how I'd do it. So there's 2 incisions on the bottom, and they took these silicone implants and somehow slipped them in through these really tiny cuts. They are now resting beneath my pectoral muscles. I do not know how they fit these big ol' implants into these tiny little cuts, and I asked my doctor, and he said, a good magician never reveals their secrets. And I said, what the f*** does that mean? So anyways, everything leading up to this was a pretty standard operation. I went into the hospital room, they did all the things, I was poked and prodded and lauded with attention, and yeah, they put me under general anesthesia for like 2.5 hours. I woke up, I got some snacks, I got a lot of drugs, which I was really excited about, and they sent me home. So the surgery part was very normal. You're probably here because you want to know about the recovery. How have the last 9 days of my life really been? Well, I'll just walk you through the timeline. Post-surgery, like immediately after, the night of, I was feeling pretty good. You know, I was high as a bat, and I was in the company of good friends. I mean, what more could you really want? So you'll probably have a great time the night after surgery. That being said, everything did feel very tight. Pain wasn't so much on my mind, like they didn't hurt, but they felt so tight right after surgery, like strapped to my chest. And to be honest, spoiler alert, 9 days after surgery, they kind of still do. So that's like something not fun to look forward to, but I mean, it's all worth the pain, honey. Just look at how beautiful you'll be. Those first few days after recovering, the pain was not so much on my mind as it was the tightness of the thing. Like I said, they're putting these implants in under your muscle and skin that are used to having a very modest amount of titty. The body is elastic, muscle is elastic, skin is elastic, but I mean, I ain't built like a water balloon. You know, you stuff me too much and I'm gonna pop, right? And so for those first few days after surgery, your girl felt like she was gonna pop. I will say now at day number 9, I am feeling a lot better. I'm feeling better, I really am. I mean, I'm actually still kind of in a lot of pain. The tightness isn't so much on my mind as it is like just the soreness. They're very sore and swollen, kinda. I mean, yeah, kinda, very much. It should be noted too that when you first look at your breasts post-surgery, they are going to look painful. Like, not only will they feel painful, they will look painful. And they will be far too perky. You might think, how could breasts be too perky? Since when has anyone ever had an issue with their breasts being too perky? They can be too perky. With time, they do begin to loosen up, but when you first get them done, they will be so perky because your muscles are so tight, your skin is so tight, they don't know what's going on, they're scared, they're afraid, they're like, oh my gosh, who is this new step-parent that you've invited? They're really on edge. But give them a little bit of time and your muscles and skin will warm up to the implants, so I'm told. So let me be clear, I didn't bring you all of this way just to talk to you about how I've been doing in my own personal minutia. I am here to deliver the goods. So, for the first time ever, and perhaps the last time ever, I'm going to get partially naked on camera for science. If this is going to be an issue for you at home watching, please avert your eyes. I understand that what you're about to see is lewd, crude, and in the nude, and I don't mean to be rude, but this is what I have to do. I will say before I do this, free the nipple. Free the nipple. Breasts should not be inappropriate. These are just part of my body. What's so wrong with having big old fat bags on the front of my body, huh? Free the nipple. Okay, so like I said, please don't take any screenshots. I would hate for this to wind up on the internet. Okay, so these are my breasts. So I am covered up and modest. This is a very PG presentation, but I'll show you my scars. So yeah. Okay, because I can't really get in the shot, I'm just gonna stand right here and show you what we got going on. So these are the incisions. You can see they're quite small actually, like they're really tiny. And so that's the size of the implant. Somehow it fit into that size of a scar. So yeah, this is how they look. You can see they're still tight. Gravity is still doing its thing and bringing them down. You can see they're like too perky right now, like unnaturally perky. I will come back in a month from now and show y'all how they have grown and developed, and hopefully how gravity has aided me in not having the world's fakest set of tits. But as they presently stand, this is how they are. These little bandages here will come off soon, naturally, in time. You can see there's a little bleeding and bruising around them. But yeah, those will just come off on their own. And my surgeon has assured me that all of the stitches are internal. So there's like 3 layers of stitches inside the tit. Apparently the skin on the outside is just going to heal up naturally, as is, without a scar, which I have trouble believing, but okay. So yeah, aside from keeping y'all updated on the titties, I have new music coming soon. I've been working hard while I'm supposed to be recovering. I've been at my computer, pew, 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 clicking stuff and making electronic music. And I can't wait to share it with y'all and have some new videos coming your way. Anyways, it's your girl, Aluna Vane. Love y'all dearly. See you next time. Bye.